I think truth goes hand in hand with trust. And a big thing that my grandma used to always tell me is like the second you lie once, you lose your trust forever. And I think like truth is something that like you build it on a foundation and can be knocked down so easily, and it's really like volatile. I think being a truthful person is something I've been trying to work on a lot, like the past like 4 years of my life, because I used to be a big old liar. And I think it's a really big, important quality. Truths are often subjective, so I think that's an important thing to keep in mind.
Some people have like a really good reason to lie. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I've never lied in my whole life, and I have lied, and it's like got me into some trouble. So I appreciated when those people gave me a second chance. So I think second chances are really important, even if you're lying, but it matters if you change afterward.
The internet and social media, there's a lot of pressure on what should and shouldn't be right. And so a lot of people kind of, I don't know, they just fear what other people may think of them, or like they fear that they may be like an outcast.
I think if you know you're going to be hurting someone's feelings or something is disrespectful, then you shouldn't say it. But if someone asks, then I don't see the harm in telling them. Honesty doesn't mean like just saying everything you want and like not getting repercussions for it. But if someone asks, then I'm going to tell the truth.
I think the way that something is said can really change how it affects someone, or I guess how the truth is being represented, which feels untruthful now. But I think there's multiple ways to get across something, and using words can change the meaning of it.
The internet has definitely negatively impacted my relationship with the truth. Yet, the truth is a very relative thing. I don't feel that the truth is one thing at all. I think everything is true because we convince ourselves and we create our own realities and kind of that kind of thing. But it's definitely not a positive relationship. I feel like social media is really like not great for the mental and doesn't help us with how we view ourselves and others in our truth.
I have held back quite a few things, and I think that's something that I kind of just adopted from socializing and not want to hurt people's feelings. And then there's times where I've been honest about it later down the road, and it has caused a lot of conflict. And realizing especially with each individual is a case-by-case basis, but I think that like knowing the person, you have to consider that a lot going into whether you're going to withhold information or tell them, because I think either way it could be hurtful sometimes. I think truth is just depending on the individual receiving the information, right? Whether they believe with it or not, or at least can find it valid. I think that's up to the individual to decide if it's a truth or not, and I think that, how do I decide? I listen to both sides of the argument first. Okay. And then I draw my own conclusion based on my morals and what I believe in. And usually I'm able to be pretty flexible with the things that I hold on to as like a solid fact of my individuality. But it's like, I think that you got to hear both sides to take an honest read, because obviously each side's going to have its own bias. For me, I would rather know than not know, because I know that the discomfort I can get from not knowing will affect me for quite a time after, and it may crop up years later. And that's always kind of hard. And I think the disappointment from knowing the truth, whether I like it or not, is a little easier to grow with than the other one.